that whole sort of insecurity to play a part in it. So that they were always on their toes, always hungry for it, and always had something to prove. Because I think if any one of them played up, he would have shipped one out and shipped the next one in, sort of thing.
What I would do is work them.
Mel, I remember saying to me, we want to be the female, take that. That's what we want to do. We want to be up there and strong and completely different to the other girl groups, which of course they were. There was no groups at that time that had that kind of attack and the streetwise power.
I think the girls come as they were, and I think that was almost the beauty of it all. They weren't trying to be anything that either of them wasn't. They were just kind of come in their little ways, and that's really what made it so sensational and so fresh almost. 93 and onwards, I think there was need for strong females out there. I think, girls were getting a little bit downtrodden. I think it was sort of fight back for the girls.
I need you. Everything about you.
In my eyes, there isn't really a good, well-established girl group at the moment who have got like a credible pop but funky sort of image. Like you've got Eternal there, and they've got one main singer, then you've got Shampoo, and there isn't really, and then that's it.
We were the only females that were around at the time. It was very male-dominated at that time.
There was Bananarama and the Bangles, and then Eternal were doing the R&B stuff, but no out-and-out pop.
Well, we were like, why has this never been done?
We're going to do that.
Goes into the
one
it's got
everything about you.
Yeah, it's got to suspend over that bit. It's almost like it stops and then it takes a new move. It's got to suspend across it.
5, 6, 7.
I want you, I want you, I need you, I need you.
Anyone who's going to get involved in a pop band must be prepared for what lies ahead of them.
The girls were indeed worked hard, with a strict regime of daily rehearsals in a council-run studio.
You ready?
Yeah. Take me away, take me away. 1, 2. Take me away. I'm on my own on this bit.
Are you ready?
I remember the music industry was a very fun thing to be in that year. There was a big movement going on, and pop was changing. If you were going to do commercial music, it had to have an edge, and you had to compete.
Sometimes you have to just remember what your aim is to get you through it, because sometimes you get a bit down and a bit tired, but on the whole it is brilliant. I wouldn't want to do nothing else.
We are so lucky. We are doing exactly what we want to do. We're pursuing a dream. I'll tell you what, there's millions of kids out there that want to be pop stars. Do you know what I mean? And we're actually taking steps closer and closer to a dream. Do you know what I mean? And that is just, I couldn't be happier. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
By August 1994, the road to pop stardom has led the girls to a small semi in Maidenhead.
When Jerry said, "John, I'm going to go and live in this house with 4 other girls, and I'm going to become a pop star," I said, "Jerry, don't do it, love."
This is our bath. This is where all of us bath. I have a bath 2 days, 2 times a night, 2 times a day. This bath is wicked, and you can guarantee if you have a bath, somebody will be sat in here talking to you.
We've thrown them together in one house, and part of the whole making of it was learning to live together as well. That's the way it's going to be if this thing takes off.
I think the house was a very important place for them to bond. for it to become like home, but also it was too much sometimes, because it wasn't exactly Buckingham Palace.
Vicky said the other day something about, come on, say it again.
Well, it is because I wear clothes and I walk around the house and I shut the door and I have a wig, doesn't it? I don't like that. Because everybody, now
we like openness in the house.
Completely
I have to lock the door.
Bath and wash together.
Everything. You have to save water and all get in the bath. Oh, that. Look, this is where the crushed spider is.
God knows what they got up to in there, but it was teenage hellhole, I should think.
I'm just getting a piece of bread. Give a glove of to make any clothes.
We did subsidise them a bit, and we gave them a weekly wage as well, towards food and keep and all that sort of stuff. The girls were signing on, and probably getting housing benefit at the time as well.
Yeah, we get a bit of living expenses which pays for food, but nothing really.
You know, we said, do you want a sandwich, Jerry? Because those legs were so skinny, all she was these boobs coming up the stairs, weren't they?
Was, yeah.
These pins and this belt and boobs.
I don't think she was eating, actually, because she didn't have any money.
No, that's true. Yeah, she was broke.
No! Cheese and fire, and make sure it's
Pizza's on the way.
Now, I remember in the house the fridge, specifically because they had their little collections of things and their little pots and their little bits of noodles. And the kitchen was an important part of just being around and talking a lot. They were always dieting, always trying to lose the weight. I remember Jerry always eating her vegetables and then have their pot noodles or whatever.
Well, we eat, sleep and drink it really. We all live together. Wake up in the morning, go to the studio, rehearse all day, come back from the studio absolutely knackered and go to sleep. And that's it. Apart from a weekend, might go out on a Friday or a Saturday, but apart from that, our lives is just based around this and singing.
It's lucky that you've got 5 girls together who do get on so well, because I mean, girls can be a bit...
The worst thing about living in a house with 5 girls is I always have to clean the toilet. Because Emma and Victoria I don't think know how to clean toilets. Because their mums do all that for them when they get home.
Can you wash my bag?
Like with Emma and Victoria, they're like more mummy's girls. And they do get a bit homesick and stuff, what are they used to. And so like, there's been plenty of times where they've been homesick and we've had to say, come on, it's alright, we're a big family, you shouldn't feel homesick.
I've never lived away from home before, but I found it very hard at first. I'd cry a lot and things and miss my mum, but they made it easier.
I think the atmosphere was different every time I went up there. Sometimes it was a little bit, you know, one's had a row with somebody else, and the other time it would be buzzy and funny and lively, and there would be lots going on.
Red faces and giggles as the girls watch themselves on video for the first time.
We're gonna make it
Oh my God! Oh no!
It's having been away from home for so long and not being able to go like back to like my mum's house and everything. I've had to fend for myself, so it's been like a big learning process for me as well. And I think as well as everybody else, we've all come together as one. Like if there's any disagreements or anything, everything just gets sorted out straight away. We just, yeah, that's it.
It seems that every week, you know, someone gets a bit down, depressed, but which is good because there's 4 people to bring everyone back up.